everyone, long time no see. Whose fault is that? Definitely mine. I'm sorry about that, but I knew that I wanted to film a video today. And sometimes I have my videos all planned out, and sometimes I wake up and I'm in the mood to film and I have no idea what I'm gonna film, but I just start getting ready and it comes to me like as I'm getting ready or something. So I was in the shower this morning and I was trying to think about what I wanted to film, and I was like, worst case, you know, if you can't think of any like beauty related thing to film, you can film a vlog for your second channel and just talk to them. Because honestly, I have missed you guys, and I love when I first upload a video, like reading all the comments and just sitting there for hours after I upload, reading and writing back to you guys and stuff. And I don't know, it's different talking to you guys on a video because I feel like I'm literally like talking to you right now instead of a blog post or a tweet or something that's not as personal, I feel, as a video. So I was in the shower trying to think of what to do, and then I got out, dried my hair, I started getting ready, and I realized my brows looked atrocious. I was like, I am going to have a brow intervention and spend quite a while doing my brows before I can even think about filming. And then I was like, ding, 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 light bulb, you idiot. Why don't you film a how you do your brows video? So I will be showing you guys today how I trim my brows, how I tweeze my brows, how I fill in my brows, basically my entire brow routine tutorial thingading. So that should be the name of this video, brow routine tutorial thingading. Yeah, so I will be showing you guys like everything from shaping my brows to tweezing and filling them in and everything like that. And I filmed how I do my brows before I filmed this intro slash first half of the video part because I wanted my brows to be pretty in the first half, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to reverse the footage. But if you see me at any point like, I don't know, talking or looking or shocked or anything like that, I don't know if you guys have the Audible app on your phone or anything like that. I am listening to Beautiful Creatures on here. It is by Cami Garcia, narrated by Kevin T. Collins, and I really wanted to see this movie, but I'm the type of person that I have to read the book before I see the movie. So if you guys want to go to audible.com/Blair, I'm not getting like any sort of like commission to send you guys there or anything like that. Like if you click on the link or if you type in audible.com/Blair, like it does not benefit me at all. So I just want to let you guys know they were just kind enough to give you guys this coupon code, and you can download your first book free. When I'm doing something like this, like I can't be reading a book, but I can't be listening to a book. So I've been using audible.com and the Audible app for all of like my books right now. They have over 150,000 books. They have like the New York Times bestsellers, and they have nonfiction, fiction, all that type of stuff. I actually will plug this into my car and listen to it while I'm driving, and that like literally makes traffic go by like that. The first half of this video, I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about when you're tweezing your brows or doing anything to your brows at all. I have a few tips to give you guys, so I'll do that at the first part of this video and then the tutorial at the second part of the video. So first things first, if you have never done anything to your brows, say you've never threaded, tweezed, you know, waxed, done anything, I definitely recommend going to someone who specializes in brows. I know I live in LA and they're all over the place, but even when I lived in a tiny town in Tennessee, there was a little boutique that literally just specialized in waxing and shaping eyebrows. I would say go get your initial shape there and make sure to tell them not to go too thin. I feel like that's the biggest mistake I see people doing, and I even did it when I was young. I had a time where I literally had like one tiny little like layer of hair that was considered my brow, but I feel like in pictures you couldn't even really see it. Like it was like I had no brows. So definitely know that when you go in, you're paying for this service, and it may take a little while longer, but have them go section by section and take off one layer of hair at a time instead of just being like, oh, this is what we should do, strip, wax, and then you're like, oh my goodness, like what did you just do to my eyebrows? So definitely ask them to go a lot slower, and remember that after you wax them, you can always tweeze them if you do want them a little thinner, because I know people have 100% different taste in brows. There's some people that like completely untamed brows. Some people like really arched brows. Some people like their brows to be more straight across. Some like really, really thin. Some like really thick. So it's honestly a personal preference, but I can say, don't forget that you can always take less off. You can't always put more on. You can fill them in to make them a little thicker, and you'll see I actually do that. My brows are not this thick. I've filled them in a little bit more, but I definitely would recommend not going too thin and to get them shaped for the first time by a professional, and then it is so easy to maintain, you guys. So that's what I do. I got mine shaped, and now I will show you guys my entire routine of what I do, and it's really, really simple. The next thing is actually what I think is the most important thing when doing your brows, and that is using a really good mirror. So I have found when you use a super, super magnifying mirror, you actually take off more than you need to. I did this, it was probably a couple of years ago, and I had a super magnifying mirror. Actually, my mom had it. It was in her bathroom, and I remember I tweezed my eyebrows in front of that. Bad news bears, you guys. I stepped back and I looked in the big mirror and I was like, what did I just do? Where did my brows go? So yeah, I definitely recommend having a really great mirror. If you guys can invest in a simple human mirror, hands down, I can't even begin to explain what the difference between a simple human mirror and just any run-of-the-mill mirror is. Like, there isn't a way to explain the difference in not only when you're doing your brows, but also if you are treating your skin or if you are just doing your makeup. Like, I can see so much more clearly. I don't even know what they did, but the mirror is literally like, my mom looked in it and she was like, okay, I'm getting one of these. Like, it's an investment. You will have it for a really long time. They are a little bit more expensive than standard mirrors. I will put a link in the bottom bar below. Simple Human has been kind enough to give us 2 mirrors to give away. So 2 of you guys will get one of these mirrors, which is really exciting. And there are 2 different ways you can enter. The first way is to tweet this video link with a unique comment and hashtag #WinSimpleHuman. The second way is to just follow Simple Human on Twitter. That's for a bonus entry. So you can do one, you can do both. You can get double entries. You can tweet the video link as many times as you want. The winners will be picked at random, and 2 of you are going to win a Simple Human mirror. So that's really awesome. But I do think that when you are doing your brows, it is so important to use a really great mirror. And I honestly, I can't really speak out loud about what a difference this makes in the way I apply my makeup, in the way that I do my brows. Like, you can see, I can't even, it's like if you guys have to wear glasses or contacts, it's like, you know how when you first put your glasses on, you're like, oh, so this is what the world looks like. I can see the leaves on the tree. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I feel when I put my contacts in. That's the difference that it is when, I just bit my tongue. That's the difference that it is when I'm looking into the Simple Human mirror versus another one of the mirrors. So I definitely recommend that. Third tip, if you are tweezing or threading or waxing your brows or anything like that, I recommend doing it right when you get out of the shower. Your pores from the steam are actually more open, and it's going to allow the hair to glide out a little easier. I feel like if you do it not when you get out of the shower, it hurts a lot more when you tweeze them out. And honestly, in my own opinion, I have kind of a high pain tolerance. Like, tweezing doesn't bother me. I actually enjoy getting my eyebrows waxed. I do know some people think that it is a little bit painful to tweeze. If that's the case, I recommend getting them waxed because it's like really quick. It's just like psh, and it's done, instead of like individually plucking the hairs out. I just feel like my routine that I have right now is my favorite, and a lot of you guys have been asking like how I fill in my brows and stuff, so I wanted to do a video on that, plus my entire brow routine tutorial thing-a-ding. So make sure you go to audible.com/Blair to download your free audiobook. You can either do Beautiful Creatures or you can do any book that your heart desires. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy your free Audible book. I was listening to Beautiful Creatures. Please don't leave any spoilers in the comments because I haven't finished with it yet, and I don't want to read any spoilers, but I was actually listening to it while I filmed the tutorial part of the video. So I don't know if like my face will like be shocked at any points or anything. I just thought I should throw it out there that I was listening to it while I was filming this video. So let's go ahead and I will show you guys my entire brow routine tutorial thing-a-ding. So the first thing I'm going to do is take a brow comb, and I'm going to just brush my brows down, and then I'm going to take the comb and some scissors, and I'm going to push the hair up, and then whatever lies over where my brow is, I go ahead and I trim that down for the first part of my brows. The second half, I don't really trim that much just because I feel like that just lays down in a flat line anyways, but I like to trim the first half of my brows. To the galaxy tonight. Now it's time to get out your handy dandy tweezers, and I always like to start by tweezing in between my brows where like your unibrow would grow, and then also any hairs that are obviously strays. So I'm talking about the ones that are like way outside of your brows, the one that like grow on your eyelids and your forehead. I go ahead and get rid of those, and then I go in a little bit closer. I follow the natural shape of my brow, and I just take any stray hairs away. Remember, you can always take more away, but it's really hard once you've taken a piece of hair away that needs to stay there to get it back. And some hair actually doesn't grow back if you tweeze it, I've heard. Now, I've never really had a problem with that. I've tweezed my brows super thin before and they grew back, but I wouldn't recommend relying on that. Now it's time to fill in my brows, which is a step that I do every single morning. I'm taking MAC's Charcoal Brown eyeshadow with an angled eyeliner brush. This eyeshadow I found is a really great one to fill in your brows with because you want to make sure that you aren't looking for an ashy color unless you want that look. I know a lot of people like ashy blondes and stuff, they go for that, but for my hair, I actually preferred not to do an ashy color. So Charcoal Brown is really great for me to use, and I start off by just literally putting the eyeshadow anywhere that my natural brow already is. And once I do that, you can do that really quick and like sloppily and stuff. And then after I do that, I take more precise action and I go ahead and I take a straight line and do it on the top and the bottom. I'm basically, imagine that you're outlining the brows with a little bit more precise action. So that is what I'm doing. Oh, I'm actually sneezing right here. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And I try to make my brows as symmetrical as I can. Honestly, guys, no one's brows are perfectly symmetrical. And if they are, I'm incredibly jealous of you, and your name is probably Megan Fox. But yeah, no one's brows are actually super symmetrical, but with filling them in, you can make them look as symmetrical as you can. So that's what I'm doing. And then you want to take some brow gel. I use the Maybelline Clear Mascara / Brow Gel, and I sweep off the sides because I don't like a lot of gunk on my brows, and this is just going to help the shadow stay on there all day and also help your brows stay in the perfect shape all day. And then you are done with your eyebrows, yo. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope it helps some of you out. If you want to film your brow routine and leave it in a video response below, I don't know why I'm so obsessed with brows. I think it's because it like frames your face and it just kind of like helps give you a focal point for like the canvas of your face and stuff. I'm obsessed with like learning all new little tricks about your brows and filling in tricks and stuff like that. You can use a pencil or a powder and brush like I did. I prefer that look, but I know some people just like to be really quick and just use like a pencil to fill in their brows. It is whatever you would like to do. So if you want to leave me a video response with your brow routine, I would love to watch that, and I will be subscribing to random channels that leave video responses on this video. So video response away. And yeah, don't forget to download your free audiobook at audible.com/Blair, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you later. Bye.
Pretty eyes staring back at me, so blue and white.